Richician.
Hey YouTube, Richician84 here, and welcome to Q&A number 119, the penultimate episode of 2023. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I still will do the next episode next Tuesday, even though it will be Boxing Day, and I'll have Emma here. But yeah, I'm sure we'll get time to do the next Q&A, so it should be fine. Anyway, so yeah, this is fresh off my ban list reaction. I'm going to try not to take too long on this because I'm pretty thirsty and hungry. So the first question is from Dark Lord Nesicule? Is that how you pronounce it? Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. If you and your fiancée had a battle, what deck would you give her to win? I assume you mean one of my decks. But I guess the easy answer would be Magician Girls, even though she also has Magician Girls, purely because it would be the easiest deck for her to play. I mean, there is also my cats, which play in a similar way to her Melfies, but it does a few other things. You know, it's not a full-on Melfie deck. A Dark Magician might be a bit complex for her, but maybe not that much, I don't know. Whereas Elemental Heroes and Rainbow Neos might be a bit too complicated for her, because she hasn't played with a proper fusion-based deck. She does have fusions in her own Magician Girl deck that she goes into, but you know, Magician Girls aren't fully focused on the extra deck. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna say Magician Girls. Who the hell is messaging me while I'm doing a Q&A? And I guess Weber's 5 sort of left an unofficial question, kind of, which I did already answer. So he says, I'm sorry, you have mashed potato for Christmas as opposed to potatoes cooked in goose fat? That's the best part. Where I said, but yeah, I guess I didn't fully elaborate on that last week. You see, me and my family have this tradition of having mashed potato and gammon on Christmas Eve. So yeah, that's what we do. Don't worry, we don't have like proper roast potatoes for, you know, Christmas dinner on Christmas Day. So yeah, I just wanted to clear that up. I like all sorts of potatoes. I love them. Anyway, next 3 questions are from Matt and Alison Welch. 1. I don't remember if this question was asked before, but Matt recently brought that Millennium Puzzle that some YouTubers did, as well as part of live streams. Have you ever thought about purchasing one yourself and try to assemble it? You could bring out the Nameless Pharaoh if completed. Warnings, there are no instructions on which pieces go where. Well, that does make it complicated. Furthermore, I didn't realise that there was actually a puzzle that you could put together, so no, I didn't think about purchasing one myself and assembling it, and this question hasn't come up, so don't worry about that. I don't know, it sounds a bit tedious to do. I don't even know how much it costs. I don't really want to spend too much on just random stuff like this. That's the thing. 2. Favourite Christmas candies? I don't really know if I have a favourite, but I guess the chocolate Santas, regardless of whether they're the little ones you put on the Christmas tree or like the really big chocolatey ones, the ones that you've seen me try to bite the head off on Christmas Day in every Christmas video. A tradition that sort of started as a stupid random video back in 2007, and then I guess I kept doing that afterwards, and then it just became tradition on this channel. So yeah, there's that. The candy sticks or canes are also something I do quite like. So yeah, they're nice. I guess that's it really. I can't think what other ones there are. 3. With us sending you some LA Beast videos in the past, is there one you have seen that you would ever try? Matt wants to try the world's hottest chocolate bar that's coated in ghost pepper flakes on the inside. Well, based on what I've seen, none of those challenges seem very appealing considering the state that LA Beast ends up getting into by the end. It looks like absolute torture. And I just kind of feel nervous about doing all these spicy food challenges now, as they have just done numbers on me. Just, the heat just ended up getting too much, so did the sour, spicy taste, as well as, well, to put it politely, constantly needing the toilet. I'm not going to get into graphic details, but yeah, there were points where I just didn't feel that great at certain points after doing challenges. Of course, I suppose the challenges that me and Gamer Central have done are probably nothing compared to what the LA Beast has done. So I don't know. Maybe I will try that chocolate bar with ghost pepper flakes. I don't know. But we'll see. And the last 3 questions are from Sparkman. Let's fetch something real quick. 1. Thoughts on double sleeving? I like doing it myself since it helps protect my most expensive cards, not to mention I have big hands, so it helps with handling my cards. I do like the idea of double sleeving. I mean, I absolutely agree. It is very helpful. I don't double sleeve my Dragon Shield sleeves though. But there are decks and extra decks that I've double sleeved. I usually double sleeve, put thick clear sleeves on sleeves that are really fragile, like these Dark Paladin ones that I use for my Dark Magician extra deck. I do it to protect those, because I do really like these sleeves and want to use them. I've also done this with my Utopia and Gagaga decks, because they have like fragile sleeves which have oh fuck, what's the name of the necklace that Yuma wears? Oh fuck, I can't even remember. And I've seen all of Zexal, although it has been a while. But yeah, you must know what pattern I'm on about. So yeah, I did use that for my Utopia and Gagaga decks, and I've also double sleeved my past format Elemental Hero decks, because they use the Jaden sleeves with Wing Karibo on it, because they just peel too much. So I've done that to protect those, and I do want to do the same for my character decks, which have the card back sleeves, and but rather annoyingly, they peel as well. So what is it with that? Why is it that sleeves with nice card designs on the back peel too much? Like, why? It just ruins it. So I am hoping to get some thick clear sleeves, or wide clear sleeves, so I can, for Christmas, so I can double sleeve those as well, just to protect them and stop them peeling. 2. What's your favourite boss monster? I mean, my guy. Isn't it obvious? I mean, every, everyone should know full well by now that my favourite boss monster is Dark Magician. I mean, that's my ace monster, and Dark Magician is my signature deck, so yeah, it makes sense for Dark Magician to be the favourite boss monster. And finally, question 3. What's your favourite format? I've been really enjoying Edison lately. I play it a lot online. Well, I'm pretty sure this question already came up in an earlier episode, but to answer that question, it's September 2007. Like, I enjoyed that format more than any other format. The game was just perfect back then. Well, besides Priority existing and the fact that Demise OTK and Perfect Circle Monarch was around, or at least it would have been 100% perfect if none of those things were a thing, but other than that, it was just great. I mean, we had one of the best ban lists ever, synchros didn't yet exist in the game, yeah, it was just really enjoyable, and I had a lot of success in that format as well. I finished second in a tournament for the first time with my Elemental Hero deck, and got my 4th ever tournament win, and I was using pure Dark Magician, and that was my 2nd ever tournament win with Dark Magician. I just really enjoyed that. I really don't agree with anyone who just shits on old Yu-Gi-Oh, like more specifically original series in GX era, and says it's too slow, and try to argue that 5D's era was the best. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on the 5D's era, and it was a good era. Don't get me wrong, but you know, some of us are not 5D's fanboys. That some of us preferred Yu-Gi-Oh the way it was, like before synchros existed, and for me, that was the more enjoyable time and the better time. Again, yes, it wasn't perfect. There were annoying cards and decks, but I would much rather put up with them than the bullshit we have today. Or really any of the bullshit cards and decks we got since very late GX and early 5D's era. But hey, we all have our own opinions. So yeah, let's just agree to disagree and move on with our lives. I'm not directing that at you, by the way, Hisham. It's just someone else said this, so don't worry, we're cool. But anyway, I know that was long-winded, but yeah, September '07 was my favourite format, and I am hoping that Tabletop Republic will consider doing September '07 format tournaments. If they do, I'll be on board for that. despite me not being, despite being put off from playing in Edison and Goat tournaments. But to be fair, Edison is enjoyable, well, except for Glads, Sabres, Frog Monarch, Chainburn and Macro existing. Like, if those decks just didn't exist or weren't allowed, then I'd find Edison more enjoyable and will happily play in Edison format tournaments again. But I will still happily play Edison casually and do some cross-ban list games. Anyway, yeah, that is it for questions in this episode. Thanks a lot for your guys' questions. If you've got any other questions you want to ask me, post them in the comments section down below. And remember, I do these episodes every Tuesday afternoon or evening UK time, so be sure to get your questions in before then so that you don't miss out. Thanks again, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Richician YouTube channel.